By the year 2025, over 97 million new tech jobs will emerge globally. Fantastic news, right? But there's a catch. As the world gets to see these new roles emerge, 85 million other jobs will also disappear, replaced by automation and AI. That's more job displacement than the entire population of countries like Germany or Turkey, and that's a lot. Before you label me the bearer of bad news, this is not a doom and gloom scenario. Trust me, not at all. However, in this scenario, there are two types of people. Those who would watch this video halfway and walk away thinking the world is coming to an end, and those who will realize the golden opportunity this presents, learn where to look, and then learn how to prepare. So by the time you're done watching this video, you have an important decision to make. You could either be stuck in the past with outdated skills or become one of the most in-demand professionals in the fields like data science, AI, cybersecurity, cloud computing, and even healthcare. If you're really serious about turning your life around, by next year, you don't want to miss anything in this video because I'll break down the exact steps you need to take to start a tech career in 2025 and actually get hired. We'll look at high growth career path, the skills you must learn, and the secret strategies that will put you miles ahead of your competition. And trust me, you don't want to miss out on the career that is expected to be the biggest hit in 2025. It's probably not what you're expecting. Let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tolulope Michael, tech entrepreneur, cybersecurity expert, and career coach at Excel My Cyber. My focus today is to help you discover the most effective way to navigate the tech job market in 2025, whether you're just starting out or making a career switch, okay? But before I go any further, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to see more helpful videos like this one when we drop them. So why does 2025 matter so much for starting a tech career? Is there a particular reasons for this? Well, according to a report by the World Economic Forum, the tech industry is expected to see a net growth of 12 million jobs by 2025. Fields like AI, data science, and cybersecurity are exploding with demand, and this is not just in the United States alone. Take AI for example. A PwC report projects that AI would add $15.7 trillion to the global economy by 2030, making it one of the largest commercial opportunities in the tech space. This means that businesses in sectors ranging from healthcare and retail even to finance, they are aggressively adopting AI to optimize their processes, predict consumer behavior, and enhance decision making through advanced analytics. According to IDC, spending on AI systems is expected to reach $110 billion by the end of 2024, showing how industries are prioritizing AI integration. But with this surge in AI, we're also seeing new job requirements. For instance, it is not just about developing AI models anymore. Skills like how to interpret the data, train models, and ensure their ethical deployment are also required right now. And roles like AI ethics specialists, data engineers, and machine learning engineers are emerging to fill these needs. This means if you're entering the AI field, you need to build a strong foundation, not only in coding, but also in data handling and ethical consideration. Meanwhile, US Bureau of Labor Statistics forecast a 32% growth in cybersecurity jobs by 2028. 32%. One of the fastest growing occupations in the United States. But the demand isn't limited to the US, okay? According to the Cybersecurity Ventures, by 2025, there will be an estimated 3.5 million unfilled cybersecurity jobs worldwide. But why such a massive increase? I will explain with a little story. Imagine you have a thriving small business. You've put your heart into it, building it from ground up. It could be anything: a cozy online boutique selling handmade bags, or a small consultancy offering services to local clients, or maybe a niche e-commerce store that's finally starting to get noticed. Now business is good and you're watching those sales figures grow day by day. Now it's the holiday season, your biggest time of the year. Orders are rolling in, customers are excited about their purchases, and everything is going smoothly. But one morning, you wake up to an email that makes your stomach drop. Customer is asking why their account was charged for a product they never ordered. You brush it off as a possible mistake, but then another email arrives and another. Soon, it becomes clear that something is wrong. From the little investigation you've done by yourself, you can tell the situation needs an expert before it turns into a real nightmare. While to you right now, this is just a story, there are organizations around the world facing this kind of scenario daily. For them, cybersecurity is the difference between surviving owning and not having a business at all. Companies in every industry, from retail giants to healthcare providers and even small startups, they're realizing that they are only one breach away from a potential disaster. And that's why cybersecurity professionals are in such high demand. More businesses transition to digital-first models, from e-commerce to remote work setups. They also become more exposed to cyber threats. This makes cybersecurity a non-negotiable priority. Professionals in this field are needed to protect sensitive data, secure networks, and design systems that can withstand sophisticated threats. Specialized roles like pen testers, security analysts, and incident response managers are just a few of the experts needed to keep the business safe. And let's not forget cloud computing. Gartner predicts that by 2025, 85% of enterprises will adopt a cloud-first strategy. This shift is driven by the need for scalability, cost efficiency, and remote access to digital resources. As companies move their operations to the cloud, roles like cloud architects, cloud security specialists, and DevOps engineers are becoming indispensable. According to IDC, global spending on cloud services is expected to reach over $1 trillion by the end of 2024, and this showcases the demand for skilled professionals who can help businesses transition smoothly to cloud infrastructure. This trend isn't just limited to large corporations either. Small and medium-sized businesses are also leveraging cloud solutions like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud to remain competitive, especially in the face of digital transformation that is caused by COVID-19 pandemic. So knowing how to manage and secure cloud-based environment will be a key skill for tech professionals that are aiming to stay relevant in the job market. But just before you run off to start learning, you need to pick a career path that is future-proof, okay? And what we're going to do now is let's take a quick look at the hottest fields in tech to consider. Number one is artificial intelligence and machine learning. AI has moved from being a futuristic concept to a cornerstone of modern technology and is reshaping entire industries, creating a surge in demand for skilled professionals. AI enables machines to mimic human thinking, while machine learning allows systems to learn from data and make decisions without explicit programming. Because AI's applications are so broad, career options in this field also vary widely. You could become an AI engineer, designing intelligent systems and optimizing algorithms, or a machine learning engineer that is focused specifically on creating models that can analyze data and make predictions. You might also explore roles like computer vision engineer, working on technologies that allow computers to interpret visual information, or natural language processing. You can be a specialist in that area that develops systems that understand and interact using human language. Now, the financial rewards in AI are also quite significant, because now the average salary for an AI engineer in the US is over $140,000 a year according to Glassdoor, and it can go much higher with experience and specialized skills. LinkedIn even listed AI specialists as one of the top emerging jobs, with demand growing 74% annually. Top companies like Google, Amazon, Tesla, and Microsoft are consistently hiring, offering both competitive salaries and the chance to work on groundbreaking projects. The second field on this list is data science and analytics. Did you know that every day we're churning out around 2.5 quintillion bytes of data? That's a huge number with a lot of zero, trust me. But how do we generate such quantity of data? It's simple. Think of every tweet, every online purchase, every search query, and every other form of interaction you have with the internet put together. And being able to make sense of all of this information is a skill that can earn you good money in the job market. Companies like Netflix use all that data to predict next movie you should binge watch, while banks analyze it to spot suspicious transactions and stop fraud before it happens. Now, as a result, the demand for data scientists who can turn raw data into valuable insight is on the rise. The US Bureau of Labor Statistics expects data science roles to grow by 28% through 2026, which is much faster than most other jobs out there. So if you love numbers, patterns, and finding hidden stories in data, this could be the opportunity you need in 2025. Now let's talk about cybersecurity, which is the third career path on my list. Even though I know I talk about careers in cybersecurity a lot, for obvious reasons, I think it's still worth mentioning that this field is far from slowing down. In fact, it's only becoming more critical as technology evolves. Now think about it. Every time a new app is developed, a new remote work policy is implemented, or a company shifts its data to the cloud, new vulnerabilities can emerge. Hackers and cyber criminals are constantly finding new ways to exploit those gaps, which means businesses are in constant race to stay one step ahead, and that is where cybersecurity professionals come in. But what's really driving the demand is the rising number of cyber attacks and data breaches. Just in the past few years, we've seen ransomware attacks that have brought entire industries to a standstill. Like we saw in the Colonial Pipeline attack in 2021, a single cyber incident caused fuel shortages across the eastern United States, affecting millions of people and costing the company millions of dollars. Events like this make companies realize how high the stakes are. But it's not just about preventing breaches. Cybersecurity roles have expanded to include ethical hacking, incident response, cloud security, and risk management, among so many others. Each of these specialties focuses on a different aspect of keeping data, systems, and people safe from digital threats. Whether you like the technical side of coding or the strategic side of risk assessment, there's a place for you in this field. Moving on to number 4 on my list is cloud computing. Nowadays, over 94% of enterprises use cloud services, according to Flexera's State of the Cloud report. Why, you might want to ask? Because the cloud lets companies store data, run applications, and stay connected without needing massive servers on site. And here is where you come in. Learning how to work with platforms like AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud could put you in a sweet spot. The average salary for a cloud engineer ranges from $110,000 to $140,000 per year, depending on your experience, location, and the specific cloud platform expertise you have. Plus, that number only goes up with experience. With businesses rushing to adopt cloud solutions for flexibility and scalability, you'll be in a field that is growing as fast as a rocket science. Let's switch gears a bit, because number 5 on this list is UI UX design. Tech isn't just about crunching numbers and securing data. It's also about creating experiences that people love. That is where UI UX design comes in. These are the folks who make sure an app or website isn't just functional but actually enjoyable to use. With over 4 billion active internet users worldwide, demand for user-friendly digital experience is skyrocketing. Good UX UI designers are like architects of the digital world. They make sure every button, menu, and layout is easy to navigate and pleasing to the eyes. This isn't just important for tech companies. Pretty much any business with an online presence needs someone who understands what makes users click, literally and figuratively. So if you've got a creative streak and a knack for understanding people, this could be your path. As you can see, each of these paths offers high pay, job security, and the chance to be a part of something transformative. Now the key is to find what excites you and aligns with where the market is headed. This is the question I get all the time. Do you need a degree to get into tech? The answer is a resounding no. Companies like Apple, Google, and IBM have dropped degree requirements for many roles. They are more interested in what you can do, not where you went to school. But something has to come before landing those top roles. You need to acquire the skills and knowledge first. So how do you build the skills you need without needing a 4-year degree? For a tech career, it's quite easy these days. Okay, you can start with online learning platforms that focus on the fundamentals of programming, cybersecurity, data science, and more. Many of these courses are designed for beginners and can be taken at your own pace. There are also certification programs for fields like cloud computing, AI, and cybersecurity, which can be completed in a few months. These credentials often hold a lot of weight with employers, proving that you have hands-on skills. Don't forget that we also have boot camps and workshops that provide an immersive learning experience. Today, they offer a focused way to learn technical skills quickly, often emphasizing real-world projects and problem solving. Plus, many boot camps now offer career support to help you transition into tech job market, even if you're starting from scratch, just like what we have helped thousands achieve at Excel My Cyber. Another great way to build experience is by working on open source projects or freelancing on smaller tech gigs. These opportunities let you apply what you've learned in real-world scenarios, build a portfolio, and then you show potential employers that you can actually deliver results, because that is what they want to see at the end of the day: results. The goal isn't just to learn, but to apply what you've learned, okay? Build projects, contribute to open source, and showcase your skills. But what kind of person will I be if I tell you how awesome having a portfolio will be for your career and don't tell you how to build one? Now, to start with, you need to think of your portfolio as your golden ticket into the tech industry. It's where you prove your skills, not just list them. So what should go into your portfolio? You definitely want to start with different types of projects. You have to include projects that show a range of skills. If you're into web development, you want to create a portfolio website, a React app, and a simple API. Data scientists can showcase data visualizations, machine learning models, and even analysis reports. Now, depending on the career career path that you've chosen, your portfolio should reflect your skills and capabilities in a way that is self-explanatory, since that's probably what employers will see first before meeting you in person. The next thing your portfolio should have is case studies. Don't just upload your project, explain them. Write case studies that detail the problem you solved, the tools you used, and the impact of your solution. This shows employers that you're not just another face in the crowd, but a problem solver. Lastly, you have to include open source contribution. Okay, for this, you should contribute to projects on places like GitHub. It's a great way to get noticed by recruiters and then demonstrate that you can work with existing code bases. Basically, a strong portfolio can make all the difference between getting an interview and being ignored. Why? Because it represents you, and you want to make sure that it represents the best version of you. So now you have put together a solid portfolio and employers want to meet you for a chat. How do you seal the deal? What should you expect from a tech interview? Well, the first thing you should look out for is technical test. In most tech roles, especially software development, data science, and machine learning, a technical test is often part of the interview process. These tests are designed to assess your problem-solving skills, coding proficiency, and the knowledge of algorithm and data structures. Okay, you're going to expect challenges like solving coding problems, debugging tasks, or even building a small software feature or a model within a time limit. I have a few tips to help you prepare for this. And what are these tips? Number one, focus on practicing coding platforms like LeetCode, HackerRank, and CodeWars. Okay, they offer a wide range of problems that simulate real interview challenges. So you want to make it a habit to solve a few problems daily, and you will notice a significant improvement in your problem-solving speed and efficiency. Do that, and then you will thank me later. Okay. Number two, prioritize getting a good grasp of the fundamentals, such as data structures like arrays, linked sets, trees, and algorithms like sorting, searching, and dynamic programming. These concepts form the backbone of most technical interviews, so mastering them will boost your confidence when tackling even the toughest question. Lastly, try to solve problems in timed environment to mimic the pressure of a real interview setting. Okay? Many companies want to see not just that you can solve problems, but how efficiently you can do it. So apart from technical tests, you should also expect behavioral questions. Beyond technical skills, companies want to know how you handle real-life scenarios, especially in team settings or under pressure. Behavioral interviews help employers gauge your soft skills such as communication, adaptability, teamwork, and conflict resolution. You might be asked questions like, tell me about a time when you had to meet a tight deadline, or describe a situation where you had a disagreement with a coworker. How did you resolve it? And as for preparation tips, first, remember to use STAR method. STAR means situation, task, action, result. Use it to structure your responses. Okay, this method helps you to organize your thoughts and provide clear, concise answers. It's a great way for you to provide a complete and clear story when responding to questions about past experiences. You start by describing the context or background of the situation you were in. For example, what was happening, who was involved. It sort of sets the stage for your story. Okay, next, explain what your responsibility or goal was in that situation. This could be a specific problem you needed to solve or an objective that you needed to achieve. Then describe the steps you took to address the situation or complete the task. Focus on what you did, not what the team or group did. And finally, share the outcome of your action. Highlight any positive impact, result, or even lessons learned. You also want to quantify your success if possible, such as how much time you saved, how much you improved the process, or the overall impact on the team or the project. For behavioral questions, another thing you should do is reflect on past projects or work experiences where you overcame challenges, demonstrate leadership, or adapt to change. You want to write down 3 to 5 stories that showcase different skills and then practice recounting them. Trust me, they will come in very handy. Now, very importantly, you should also focus on aligning your answers with the company's values. For instance, if they emphasize innovation, highlight a time when you suggest a new approach or tool that improved a project. This one trick, I can assure you, would get the employer seeing you in a new light. And my final tech interview tip for you is do your own work. Yes, researching the company before an interview shows genuine interest, alright, and it helps you tailor your responses. You can start by checking their website and blog to understand their products, their services, and then their recent updates. Look up news articles or press releases for updates like new product launches or expansion efforts. Mentioning all these things in your interview will demonstrate that you are engaged and then you are up to date. I will give you an example of how you can use this to your advantage in an an interview. Let's say you are interviewing for a software engineer role at a company that just launched a new mobile app. You could say something like, I noticed you recently launched the XYZ app to enhance your user experience for your e-commerce customers. In my last role, I worked on developing a similar feature that focused on user interface optimization to reduce cart abandonment. I believe my experience could help further improve our user engagement on this application. It's as simple as that. One reference to what they are doing and you have their full attention. So guys, we've covered a lot today and I hope you were taking note. 2025 is going to be a defining year for the tech industry. You can either be part of the revolution or watch it from the sideline. The choice is yours. With the right skills and mindset, you can step into roles that shape the future. But remember, opportunities don't wait. So start preparing now and make sure you're ready to seize them. And if you find this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button, drop a comment below, and let me know which tech path excites you the most. I hope I'm leaving you better than I met you today. We will see you again in the next video. Keep winning. Bye for now.